_951. Let's go, Birds.
Hey, I'm over here with Birdman, Patos Locos Forever.
That's right, baby.
Birdman _951. That's what I like and subscribe. That's where I'm getting my information about what the West Coasters think. Party on, Eagles fans. It's going to be an amazing year.
Birdman _951. This is Raider Public from Las Vegas, Nevada, 2022 draft week. Bam!
Birdman _951 Birdman.
What is up, Eagles fam? It's your boy Birdman _951. You know what it is, representing my birds all the way on the West Coast. You know how we do it over here. And man, oh man, do I have a lot on my mind. And the birds are flying high. Jalen Hurts and everything. The town of Philly is just soaring right now with the Phillies in the playoffs and everything. And the Eagles are on the bye week, so we're going to get into it. And, you know I didn't have a victory Monday or whatever, but we could still kind of enjoy because we have the bye week and we can get into, you know, what went down with the Cowboys and, you know, what the Cowboys did and what the fans are saying now, pretty much that, you know, they were claiming this, claiming that, but I'd say the majority, like 90% of the Cowboy fans are just saying, oh, you beat up a bad quarterback. But if you asked them 2 weeks ago, they wouldn't have said such a thing. They were on that Cooper Rush ride, and the Eagles gave them their dose of reality, and they can't wait to play us on Christmas Eve. I'm going to try my best to get to that game, so the Birdman will be there to, you know, basically steal Christmas from the Cowboys and stick it to them one last time. And right now, the media is pumping up Dak Prescott. Basically, since Dak Prescott is coming back, they are basically getting their ticket to the Super Bowl. And you heard it here. Listen to me. They are claiming that when Dak Prescott gets back, that they are in the Super Bowl. And what's funny about that is a lot of fans believe it. A lot of them. Now, what's funny about that is you had a better team last year, and all the numbers are there for, you know, you can't say the defense was that bad. It was like a top 10 defense and all that. But basically, you had a better wide receiving core, and you go have a home game, the whole nine. You threw a parade because you beat the Eagles' backups. And what happened? You played the Niners, which you guys were supposed to win the game at home, and you didn't. You failed. And your supreme leader that you're talking about now, Dak Prescott, failed you once again. And you guys have this belief that this man is going to take you to the promised land, and he hasn't even got you to the NFC Championship. For crying out loud, Jalen Hurts in the second year is going to probably do more than Dak Prescott by simply getting to like a divisional game and then on the press of also going to the NFC Championship, will have passed Dak Prescott and everything that he has done, the top running back, so on and so forth, the wide receiving, this and this and that. So the Cowboys have all this pressure on themselves. Yeah, their season, their teams are playing are not the greatest or whatever. But what is that going to do to you? Is that really going to prepare you to do something in the playoffs? If you know you guys are just playing so-so teams. But we will see. The Giants do have something to say, and the Philadelphia Eagles also have something to say because we're on top. We beat your defense. Your Lion King and everything that you were saying, the Philadelphia Eagles beat them because if your defense was that good, you would have shut it down to like maybe the Philadelphia Eagles scoring 6 to 9 points, but that did not happen. So stop with the excuse of your backup quarterback. It's a weak thing. We stopped your run. And then another thing that's in our favor, you still got Mike McCarthy making all those dumb decisions, and a majority of the fans are just talking about the backup quarterback. No football. No football. Stop complaining. Stop complaining about the backup quarterback. We had a backup quarterback, and you know what happened after that. You beat the Bengals. You beat the Rams. You weren't saying nothing about the backup quarterback. In fact, you were praising him. In fact, a lot of the fans were having a controversy. And the Cowboy fans have to thank the Philadelphia Eagles again, first for that ass whooping, second, because you're getting Dak Prescott back. The guy that has all these magic numbers. He has 4,000 passing yards. He has 37 passing touchdowns. But yet he has 2 playoff wins. Congratulations. You're mediocre once again. And I want you to listen to it. Turn on First Take. Listen to Skip Bayless. Listen to Green and all them, because now that Dak is coming back, you have punched yourself into the Super Bowl. And you're in third place. You're in third place, but yet you have punched yourself to the Super Bowl. Dallas fans, I want you to believe that. The team on the side, these 2 players here, you're going to the Super Bowl. You're going to the Super Bowl, guys. Congratulations. You're in there. For being mediocre. It's just stop with the excuses. You said, "Oh, we beat your backups." A win is a win. A win is a win. That's what you told us last year. So the Philadelphia Eagles bring your asses back down to reality. And now a win isn't a win. It's actually a loss. Some fans are happy about the loss because in their mind, they actually won the game. They won the game in their mind because Dak was going to fix everything. Dak was going to stop Jalen Hurts. We'll see. And you will have your second opportunity. But the Eagles, we're on top. Now, don't get fooled. Do not get fooled. We have not said that punches us into the Super Bowl. We can go to, we're on our way to try to get to the playoffs. And we're trying to get that home playoff berth. Like, we want the playoffs to go through Philly. So far, when the playoffs go through AT&T Stadium, it doesn't even matter. You guys don't even hold it down. But when it goes through Philly, it's a different story. It's a different atmosphere. You guys are supposed to be better than us. You guys. You went and got Mike McCarthy, the Super Bowl guru that had the best quarterback in the NFL. You guys are supposed to be doing this stuff. And the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles are going to take over this year, that just shows you what a pathetic organization is being run under Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is your father, your coach, your mother, everything, your uncle, the owner. He calls the shots. You guys have to take the blinders off. You guys want to put it there. You guys want to say that you're something, this, that. And you know, it's funny. You say it right after the loss. I should expect this if you guys beat us. Then I didn't have nothing to say. But the fact that you lose and now you're a better team, that's funny. That's funny. But the joke is on you. And when I'm talking about these fans that are crying about the backup quarterback. Crying. Lane Johnson was out. You guys took plenty advantage. And we looked god awful in the third quarter. Jonathan Gannon didn't impress me much in the third quarter. I don't know what that was. But you had an opportunity to come back. Stop saying backup quarterback because you guys did make a run. The opportunity was there. But there was two things that stopped you. Jalen Hurts and our defense. Respect the defense. You guys talk all that smack about Slay ain't this, that Bradbury ain't that. Look at you now. You don't want to respect it? Whatever. We'll just take it from you. And then you can make your videos about how good you were in the 90s. In the 90s. Newsflash. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the 90s. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I don't bring up the championships if my team ain't doing diddly squat. And a lot of the fans are young. You haven't seen nothing. You haven't seen nothing. Nothing. The Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of work to do. Plenty of work. I don't let the 6-0 fool us. I know we still got to clean up things. Did you hear Jalen Hurts? He knows what he has to clean up. We got to get better. That third quarter, that's got to stop. We got to play all 4 quarters, and those are the facts. But the fact that we're holding it down, remember on our Super Bowl run, we needed Elliott to make that 62 against the Giants. We didn't blow out the Giants. We needed a field goal, and we won. That was part of the Philadelphia Eagles going to the Super Bowl. That was part of it. Everything that had happened. And the same could be for the Cowboys, but they haven't finished the job. You guys get excited for mediocre. It's mediocre. All the fans that are making content, you're making content about being mediocre. Not all, but some. You could talk about the numbers. You could talk about this. But talking about history, what does that do for you now? Yes, you have Micah, but we put in that work. We studied the film, how to shut it down, how to get around him. Listen to the commentators during the game. They were telling you what they were doing. Doesn't take a mad scientist. But let me get to some of these comments real quick. What up, AK? How's it going, brother? Hope all is well. You know what it is. Yeah, they're gonna hate. Let's go, birds. Wicked one in the building. Dallas will never achieve anything until Cena Jones lets the team go. More than likely, y'all played our backup. Stop the excuses. Yeah, that's pretty. It's pretty sad. But so today, one of the Dallas, I went on the Dallas Cow show, the Cowboys huddle. Shout out to them, and they're a man of the word. Shout out to Dallas, Chris, Mondo, G, all of them. And I'm gonna roll the clip today so that the Philadelphia Eagles fans can enjoy it. I'm gonna mute my mic so you can hear it. If you're in the comments right now, let me know if it sounds bad or something, because sometimes when I replay a YouTube thing, it's like kind of funky. But I'm gonna mute my mic. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. But let me know in the comments, Wicked One, if you're still here. Let me add this real quick. So let's see. Let me see. I press play here.
And we could, Michael Parsons is an excellent
Let me know
player.
if you can hear him.
If you outside linebacker, defensive end, and they reading off of you, you just handle your position, handle your responsibility, and let everybody else do what they supposed to do. But when you do too much, that's what happens. The Eagles are not better than the Cowboys. I don't care what you say. They're not better. Their quarterback is not better than our quarterback. Their defense is not better than our defense. They just beat us because we had 3 turnovers and they capitalized on it. And that's it.
We beat ourselves.
Well, I guess, hey, y'all heard it first. And y'all already know.
I mean, think about it, guys. Listen, the only thing that prevented us from winning was Brett Maher not kicking 10 points on the board like he normally does every week. Yeah. He normally puts anywhere from 10 to 11 to even 13 points on the board every week. And that is the significant difference in this loss versus the other wins. Because other than the turnovers, take away the turnovers, take away the interceptions, what was different about the game? He put up two scoring drives. That's what he does. Because who is this?
Birdman.
God. Oh God.
He's here.
Hi, Aaron.
Woo!
What are you doing, G? G, what are you doing?
Let me know when my time starts.
We lost a bet.
Let me know when my time starts.
It starts now, man.
All right.
Hey, hold on. Where my phone? I'm putting the timer
Get your
on
phone. Somebody keep the time. Oh my God.
Shout out to my boy Birdman.
Hold on, Mikey.
You can start now.
Woo!
Oh God.
How about them Eagles, baby? How about them Eagles, baby? Ain't that right?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Right? Thank you. You guys talk the talk. Talking about you're going to do this, you're going to do that, but it didn't happen. Y'all fell short, and my favorite guy on the Cowboys right now, Mr. Mike McCarthy. Woo!
And challenge that touchdown.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I'm getting anxiety.
Come on, Chris. I can't do this by myself.
Mike McCarthy had the birds on his parlay. Thank you, Mike McCarthy. You always seem to come through for the birds. Thank you, Mike McCarthy. You are a true legend. And you want to know what's so funny that adds a little bit salt to your guys' wounded self with that Dak thumb? You know that Dak thumb that everybody's talking about? Jason Garrett goes on live TV and sticks it to the Cowboy fans one last time and says, what does he say, guys?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles,
fly. Fly, Eagles,
fly to the Cowboy Nation on national TV to stick it to the Cowboy fans one last time.
How much time does he have?
Hey,
Yeah,
you listen up. When the Birdman speaks, you listen up, and you should be saying what?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
I didn't lose no bet, so I ain't saying
Hey,
it.
you're on the show. Represent your Cowboys. Let me hear it.
I am.
Let me hear it.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's what I'm talking about. This is my show right now. This is the Birdman _951 show right now. My show. What do you guys say?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's right, baby.
This is your last time
I
coming
should
on
be
here.
taking all those stars because woo, we look damn good. And this show is not over. If you want to get in this wrestling bit that we're doing on TikTok, and this thing is going viral, I suggest you follow the Birdman _941, just like my boy Mondo did, and bam, just like that, 1.3 million, just following the Birdman and representing. Shout out to Mondo.
Shout out to the Birdman.
Let's hear it, Mondo.
Fly Eagles fly.
Woo! I'm dropping my jewelry over here. Woo!
Every time I say it, it hurts me. I get like a pain right here. I don't know if I have like.
Oh, it hurts all right. It hurts all right. It hurts real good.
So, how are you feeling today?
I'm enjoying my bye week. I'm about to get someone to shine up my belt. I got more belts on the way. You know, taking that Cowboys belt. I think I need to get Mondo's belt. That looks real nice over there. You know, looking real sharp over there. And he's going to be doing some work. He's going to be painting that wall, that famous wall.
Paint the wall.
And I can't wait to see it. And then let me just say, you got two of the best looking gentlemen in this panel. Look at Chris. Woo! Looking sharp. I've never seen Chris look so damn sharp.
How much time we got, Chris? How much time we got?
He's going to Home Depot. My guy Chris going to Home Depot. And the Home Depot, the sales have gone up. Everything, the sales at Home Depot are just going up. Every time Chris goes into a restaurant, the restaurant sales go up.
Is that
looking so damn good right now? Let's hear it.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
That's what I'm talking about, gentlemen. You're gonna have to keep going, and you're gonna need us Eagle fans, to do more work. You're gonna need us to beat a team, and we're gonna have to pull through because right now we are. And I said
5 minutes.
I said we beat the Cowboys. We are the best team in the NFC. We are the best. All these other teams, NFC East, is putting in that work. The Cowboys did lose, but the fight is not over. It only just begun.
Okay. Fly, Eagles, fly. I got a pit bull that's waiting to come in, but I can't let him in right now because I have to wait till you leave. I got a pit bull. So
this is the best 10 minutes of this year, man. The best 10 minutes. And you know what? Come Christmas Eve, I might have to make an appearance, and I might have to go 15 or 20 minutes. This might have to be my whole.
This will be your last 10 minutes. I guarantee you.
This might be my new show right here. The next time we play y'all, we sweep y'all, I might have to take over this whole show for a whole hour. And you guys will be my special guest.
Well, you know what, Birdman? You know, a sweep, it really, just as being one that have witnessed a sweep, it feels good.
You do not want the Birdman to stole Christmas. You do not, because you know what, guys? I'm feeling so damn good that I might have to be down there with Jerry Jones and all of y'all and just bless the AT&T Stadium with the belt. I might even bring Lou Bird down there, and we might just have to grace that stadium with greatness because we still could be undefeated. And all the hopes and dreams of the Cowboy fans are slowly but surely going to go down that toilet like almost for 27 years. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Woo! Y'all sounding good right now. Woo! EAGLES, baby.
Now listen, the one thing you can't say about us, we pay our debts, okay? I just hope you would have done the same thing because this is hurting really, really bad. But we're men.
I love that you said hurt. I love that hurt. That hurts. Is the best quarterback in the NFC East. Sorry, Carson Wentz. You're joining that blue tent with Dak Prescott. And no, Daniel Jones. Sorry, it's all hypes and dreams. Daniel Pesos, Daniel Pennies. No, it's not Daniel Dimes. Daniel Pesos. You're not it.
2 minutes.
You are not it. Let me hear it.
Fly.
That's right, baby. We're enjoying this bye week. Oh man, it feels nice. Perfect. My guys are gonna get healthy. You guys were smart. I'll give it to the Cowboys. When Lane Johnson was out, y'all did your thing and you put that pressure. I'll give it to you guys. But Lane Johnson is a big factor in this O-line. Yep. But from here, I expect you guys to get better. Do not get worse because right now, if you let Sneaky G get higher than y'all and let them midgets, you let the midgets take over the Cowboys. Man, I can't wait to Thanksgiving. And you know what? Thanksgiving has been terrible for your turkeys have been cooked, burnt. So you might have a horrible Thanksgiving and a horrible Christmas because the Birdman is going to steal Christmas from them Cowboys. Let's hear it.
Fly, Eagles, fly. And there you have it. And give it up for Birdman.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Philly? Hi, brother. But yeah, they had to pay up their bet, and I gave it to them, man, because all I've heard is just how good Cowboys this, Cowboy that. We're gonna clip those wings and this, that, and the third. Doesn't matter about no backup quarterback, but we got you guys back down to reality at the end of the day. So let me get into the let me get into the game and stuff. So, for the first part in the first and second quarter, I thought we played a pretty good, solid, game, and we attacked, and I was happy to see the run. I was happy to see Gain out there. I was happy to see just moving down the field. And Dallas did what they did, and they tried to get to Hurts as best as they could, but it was a task, and pretty much for the first two quarters, they're pretty much wasn't a game right there. Dallas just got punched in the mouth, and they had no answer. The thing that worries about that the concerns I have is just that for some reason we struggle in this third quarter, and we could drive, we're right there. And two things happen. We get some penalty. We've been getting these off penalties, real sensitive penalties, just really weird stuff going on when we're about to score. So then we're back to square one. We're third and forever. And of course, they already know we got to throw the rock. You dial up the pressure. It's not no secret. We just end up short. Either hopefully we could get a field goal out of it, which has kind of been what we've been doing. But that third quarter, we just need to get that cleaned up. and then in the fourth. It just kind of seems that Gannon, for some strange reason, is just like, let's let the quarterback have more ample time to like do some work against us, which doesn't make any sense because make Cooper Rush the guy he is. I mean, I'm not trying to like belittle the dude or whatever, you know, because he has held it down for the most part for the Dallas Cowboys and waiting on the return for Dak Prescott. I don't know how true it is, but I heard possibly he's coming back. I don't know if you guys know in the comments, but good for him. I hope that you're fine or whatever. But the thing is that at the end of the day, you gotta give props to Howie for what he has done and putting us in this position where we possibly can make a trade. Shout out to Pablo Gary. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit that like. But there's a possibility that we just get a little bit stronger. And I'm kind of like, I'm torn between like, do we want to bulk up the defense a little bit more, which is not an idea. You know, Nakobe Dean has not really seen that much time. We were kind of like hoping that this would have got done a little sooner where he's out there more. But, you know, if they see that he's not ready, there's a reason for it. You know, Epps is doing his thing. Edwards is doing his thing. Brad Slay, Brandon Graham is still putting in that work. And, you know, I know they're crying. I saw Skip Bayless crying about we hit him, you know, in his chin area or whatever, but it was his shoulder that went into it. It wasn't a direct helmet to helmet. You know, and I would call it, if it was, you know, that, you know, we would have suffered the penalty, but we didn't. It was, I felt it was a fair hit. I don't think it was any worse than that. But you know, we have a lot of work to do, and you know, I'm gonna speak about what's going on with the TikTok. So Birdman_951. I don't know if you guys have TikTok, but you know, I didn't take it that serious. TikTok, we just mess around and stuff, but I seem to like stumble upon something, and me and Lou Bird and the West Coasting Birds, we were just, you know, chilling at Louie's house, and we I thought it was a pretty good win against the Jags. The Jags played really good. You know what, Dougie Peterson, you have my respect to, you know, hopefully everything goes well for you. Hopefully you're just not a guy that just kind of just fades away. Hopefully that you are going to be forced to be run with in the AFC. And but for the most part, they played a good team. They played really good against the Philadelphia Eagles and the weather conditions. So what that tells me about the Philadelphia Eagles is that we're like battle tested, you know, and we were behind in that game in the rain, the wind, and all that, and we still were able to handle their punches and come away with a dub. The Cardinals game, I was there. It was very fun. If you guys haven't been to Scottsdale, Arizona, I highly recommend it, because I thought I was in Philly for a minute because I saw nothing but Philadelphia Eagle fans, hardly any Cardinal fans, which was crazy. But in other words, but we have lost in Arizona, and you know, I started getting into the Philadelphia Eagles starting in the 2000. I knew about them. I wasn't like, I didn't have a team like in the late 90s. I was a football card. I used to collect cards and everything, but you know, in the late 90s, is Randall. But going into like the 2000s, we have struggled against the Cardinals. I don't know what it is about going up there, but we just not have success with it at all. So the fact that we came away with the dub, as close as it was or whatever. I mean, Kyler Murray is a guy you don't know. I mean, he can do things. He can drive. He's quick. We've seen it. Sometimes you get the not so great Kyler Murray. You know, the team, the Cardinals, they have a good squad. Is it like Super Bowl ready? Not there. We got to wait till, you know, Hops comes back and we'll see. But you know, they play tough, and you know, they beat the Cowboys up too. You know, when Kyler goes down there to Dallas, he whoops on them, you know. So shout out to my guy right here. Congratulations on your Super Bowl, brother. For the Rams. I don't know what's going on with the Rams, but at least we took care of the business for you because we beat these crumb bums on the side of me right here. We handled it for you. But let's see if the Rams could figure this out. It seems like they might be on that hangover thing. You know, the super hangover is a real thing. You know, the Eagles had it. You know, we were kind of rocking and rolling a little bit. Then we took some L's here and there, and then Carson got hurt again. So here comes the backup quarterback again. Nick Foles rides it out, and we're on the verge of maybe going to the NFC Championship, but we fell short. The ball goes through AJ, and you know, the Rams ended up going, and but they, you know, fell short against the Patriots on that. That would have been a crazy match. Yeah, keep rolling birds. Yeah, man. Yeah, and you know, so we'll see what happens with the Rams. I think McVay is a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. When you look back on what he has done and in his drafts, and he makes these guys better. He gets these guys, he molds them into their system, and you just like when you're watching them in the playoffs or whatever, you're just like, who's this dude and who's that dude? Where did they get this guy from? You know, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round picks, you know, doing work out there. So that tells you a lot about what McVay's culture is like. And you kind of get a little envious of it because you kind of want that for your organization. You want those winning ways. And what I really hope beyond, you know, going to try to get to the Super Bowl is that what you really hope from your team is just that the organization is finally just like settling down. Because when you have to get rid of this coach, that coach, problems with the GM, it's frustrating as a fan because like it's just too much, you know, back and forth. It's just too much stress. Is this guy gonna pan out? What kind of culture does he have? What is he gonna do? And what I hope is that Howie Roseman is just kind of like looked at everything that he has done, the mistakes he's done, and depending on what we do here, and with Jalen Hurts getting a contract and everything, you just kind of hope that we have the foundation, the nucleus, and that it doesn't change, so we can just hold the fort down and let's just build that culture. We're gonna lose guys. Guys are getting older, new guys coming in. You know, we need the culture to stay, you know, good. Like you don't want to change. You want to have, like, you know, as much as you don't like them, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have that. They're like, no matter what's going on in Pittsburgh, quarterback situation, offense situation, defense situation, I gotta give props to Tomlin because he always has the Steelers just winning at it, just getting dubs, you know, out of nowhere. When you look at, you know, the what Vegas has them, you know, underdog this, you know, stuff like that. He finds a way to get that win, and he has that winning culture. And I hope with like Nick Sirianni that this is it. You know, this is going to be his squad, and it's not a 4-year thing. You know, like what happened with Doug Peterson was unfortunate, and then what happened with Carson Wentz was unfortunate too. But fortunately, we're in a situation where we have a quarterback that has been nothing but negative talk. Negative talk. He can't do this. He can't read this. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I've been very critical of Jalen Hurts for the simple fact is that when you make a decision on a franchise quarterback, this is huge. This is huge on where this team is going. Everything matters. His attitude. Does he, gel with the locker room? Things like that. Is he willing to get better? Is he willing to gain muscle? Is he willing to lose weight? Is he, how is he going to handle the criticism and this, that, and the third? And we've asked this man to do this, that, with all the criticism, and Jalen has done nothing but accepted what was asked of him. And I can't hate it, and people still hate it, like some Cowboy fans they think that he's a nobody. Still, he hasn't got any better. There's no improvement. He's not a winner. He's not elite and stuff like that. But what he is like he's a gamer. He's a leader. He has that grit, and not every NFL team is going to have that quarterback that does that. It's kind of rare that you see a quarterback, when you see them after a game and they're in the locker room and you see the quarterback giving speeches, he's always had to come out with, this was not the standard, this, that, and the third and stuff like that. Like, how many times, like, do you see a quarterback in the locker room? Like, I don't even remember seeing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember really seeing things like Tom Brady speaking in the locker room. Mostly it's like it was always a coach. I was always like Belichick or something giving up the game ball. But it's rare to see, the quarterback is the foundation there. I mean, Sirianni does come out and say things like, and comes out and talks and stuff, but then Jalen is just coming in and he's accepted his role. Like I said, I've been very critical of him. You can check my tapes. I'm not going to lie about that. Since last year, and I also said that this year, that if he was able to win some good games, the Vikings was a good game. I love the Jags game. Go down to Arizona, get that game under his belt, break that curse. He broke that curse, and he had to win the Cowboys. And I did not care about the backup quarterback, because the fact of the matter is what you take away from that defeat against the Cowboys, that win against the Cowboys, you have to take that we beat the top defense. We beat them. They could not stop us. The score kind of says something different. The score should have been higher, but what we needed was the win against their defense. I don't care about their quarterback. We can argue that later. We can argue, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs. And I believe that if I'm right about the Cowboys, we might see each other again in the playoffs. This thing might not be over. And of course, this has to do with health and everything. But, I don't know. I don't know if I'm quite there yet to say that Dak Prescott coming back automatically puts them in the Super Bowl like the media is saying. They had that even last year. I said they needed to. The thing that is weird about the media is that instead of saying Dak Prescott puts you in the Super Bowl, why don't you just say that he should be in the NFC Championship? With that squad, that defense, Dak's numbers, you should be in the NFC Championship. And that should have happened last year. because I believe last year's team is better than this year's team. And you can look at the O-line and this and that. You got old Jason Peters out there. I think they might be getting someone back, but we'll see. You know, we go back to the tape and say, hey, man, you were wrong about the Cowboys, whatever. But for me, like, I'm not going to put them in the Super Bowl right now. They have a favorable schedule like ours. I don't even know. I guess right now it's between the division. And if the Giants are to be taken into consideration, because Green was saying that the Cowboys beat the Bengals, right? Which they haven't looked that great. Let's be honest. And the Rams. Nope, no, don't take this personal, Danny. But the Rams have not looked that great. Let me shut this phone off. I don't know why it's beeping right now. My bad. But the Rams have not looked that great. And yes, you can say they were in the Super Bowl. I got it. Yes, the Bengals were in the Super Bowl. I got it. But they don't look the same as that team last year. Things could change. They might sign OBJ again. I don't know. But this is so basically what I'm hearing from the media is that they beat the Jets, they beat the Rams, they beat the Bengals. When Dak comes back, that's a Super Bowl team. I don't know how you could say that when the last time he played against Tampa, he lost. Okay. What are you going to tell me then? Like, that's not, didn't you guys have the same team? Weren't you more healthier on that day than now? But we'll see. But the thing is that what the media likes to do is like they like to put them somewhere already. They feel like, oh, Dak is so good and the defense is so good, that's a Super Bowl team. Dallas can't be in the dang dance if the Eagles are going to be there. Appreciate that. But apparently, you know, they're already looking past us and they're in third place. Now I know 6 weeks in, we're in the bye week. I got it. But I'm not saying that the Philadelphia Eagles are in this. No one is. I shouldn't say no one. Some people probably are, but the Birdman is not claiming that yet. It's way too early. Are the Philadelphia Eagles going to win a lot of games this year? More than likely. You know, they're already at 6. You know, we got the Steelers. It's going to be a good game, but it favors the Eagles, and they're trying to figure out their quarterback situation. But the Steelers do play good. But that should be a win. And I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but that should be a win. And then we play like the Texans. Are we really scared of the Texans? I know. Any given Sunday. Yes, I know that. But that should be a win. And then we got the Commanders again. I don't even think Carson's going to play. I think Carson is done for a few weeks. They're in trouble. I know Chase is supposed to be coming back. But you still got Carson, and he's been playing horrible. So, but I see the NFC East, other than the Commanders, is pretty tough. It's going to be tough. And, you know, we'll see. And there might be 3 teams coming out of the NFC East. Tampa Bay struggling. Green Bay struggling. You know, we play Green Bay too. I know Dallas plays Green Bay, but you can't discount, double check Aaron. You never know, but we got to win that game. That's going to be a big game. I believe it's another Sunday night. We have a few more primetime games, and depending on what's going to, playing the Giants and stuff, that's going to be a big one, because they're 5-1. So, like I said, we got a lot of work to do. And but nonetheless, I'm happy with the squad. I'm happy where we're at, and I can't really complain. I'm happy with the progression of Jalen Hurts. He's not going to have the numbers that blow you away and this and that, but the most important category in this NFL is the W category, and he's stacking them up. And well, with the team, but he is the captain of the ship. If he's having a bad day, we might all be having a bad day, but the fact that he was able to do that against the defense, it brings a lot of excitement for the Philadelphia fan base. And I already said it, I can't go back on my word. So I'm a Jalen Hurts guy now. I'm gonna support him. Start getting some jerseys in here. We got the candles, and I know I don't like people to take it offensive, like about the candles. It's a candle of Jalen Hurts, like as a saint or whatever. A lot of people do silly things, goofy things, and it does not have to do it. The Jalen Hurts candle is not supposed to be taken literally, like like he's really a saint and all that. It's more as a, it's just a thing, guys. But we do have them. My wife made them. She still has some. If you guys know me on Facebook, Aaron Ortega, but you can find me Birdman_951, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. If you are interested in getting one of those things, and they're cool, man. They're pretty cool. I've never done something like that, but it's not to like, I know people think it's taking it like it's actually a religious thing or we're doing voodoo or something like that. No, dude, it's just a silly thing. I've seen candles of everything. I've seen everything of candles, bro. Like the whole candle thing. But like I said, it's not meant to offend anybody or say that it's a real religious artifact or something like that. But let's see. Big Jim. All wins down the schedule from here and out. Hey, man, and I don't know if you've seen my videos, bro, on the TikTok. I have some on Face and Instagram, but we've been doing this bit where, we're playing the Goldberg theme and we're just coming out with the belts and stuff, and it just went viral and stuff. So what's kind of cool about that is that we're kind of bringing back the wrestling fans and stuff. I was a huge wrestling fan. I was big time with the NWO and I love WCW, especially when it was NWO versus WCW. I mean, shoot, where's my belt? Somewhere around here. I know I have my belt somewhere, but I got it, and we actually have a Eagles belt that's coming in, and it's a green belt. It's being made as we speak. I can't wait to see this belt because we had the smaller one as a, just as a prop, as a gimmick or something like that. But man, it went viral. My videos are still going viral. It looks like it created a monster, but I love the fact like we have these rivalries, and we kind of mix the both of best worlds. If you're a wrestling fan and an NFL fan, it's kind of cool, mixing the two, because you kind of, people kind of hate wrestling because it's fake or whatever, but it's like choreographed and all that stuff. But when we were little, we didn't know, Goldberg's record, the NWO, Sting. I was a huge Sting fan, Big Papa Pump, all those guys that, it was cool, Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Junkyard Dog, all these tag teams, the Hawk and Animal, Demolition. Let's see. Big Jim Cruz 1-0 every week. Yeah, every week 1-0. Your videos are thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. Appreciate that. It means a lot, man. The more the support I get, because I get a lot of haters talking that smack or whatever, but I also have a lot of fans that just love it, and people have to get the message right. It wasn't supposed to be taken like so seriously. I'm just trying to show people of the fan I'm a super fan, and I wear a mask and everything, and let me tell you, when I was down there wearing the mask and just supporting the birds and everything, and people's reaction, and just we're all having a good time celebrating. And it's not about putting the Eagles anywhere. Believe me, we've already won a Super Bowl. I already know what that feels like finally. But the thing is, like, it's just knowing that we have a chance to do it again. And if we're able to get close enough to have another ring, I mean, that's going to be awesome. Like, I want to see another ring before I'm long gone, and my kids are getting older than. See, my kids are lucky because they were born into, like, they were born and their team won the Super Bowl. So, that's how lucky is that your team that your dad roots for just happened to win the Super Bowl, and they don't have to get picked on and saying, "Oh, you don't have the Super Bowls, you suck," and all that. There's plenty of teams that don't have the Super Bowl, and those people are getting it, And then when we get in debates, we say the same thing: "Oh, you got no Super Bowls." But to I don't know if this will come through, but let me see if this ring, dude, like this is like this ring meant so much to me, and I'm glad that I chose the Philadelphia Eagles because we went through so much adversity, so much crap talking, you know, about you don't have a ring. It's been blah 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 years, but I never claimed to be a fan. I wasn't born and all that stuff. And even when I was alive, I claimed when I started getting into football and started understanding it more, and then I started understanding the passion of the fan base from Philadelphia. Yes, I'm from the West Coast, and there's a lot of people that do not appreciate that, but it's like it's kind of like being it's kind of mean in a way because, like, why can't I cheer for a team even though I'm like across the United States? I mean, look, I got my tattoo here because I love the birds so much, and people might think I'm crazy or whatever, but it's just I have so many stories to tell you about being a Philadelphia Eagle fan. And maybe if I was a Raider fan or Charger fan or something, like, maybe they that's a different story. Maybe they have great fans and this and that, but it just so happened to happen this way that I found great friends and everybody respected what I was doing. I went to the tailgate and everything, and it was just it for me because they accepted me for who I am, and I mean, I'm telling the truth, I wasn't, I didn't have a bunch of money. I just barely had enough money to get the tickets, and they're like, "Dude, you're gonna eat your family now and this and that," and just like I said, there's many stories that I have, and there's many stories already now that I could tell my kids and everything. And I hope that what they see, that what I've created, that they carry on this tradition and the foundation of everything that I have started. Like, it just goes on and on. And like every time I meet a new fan and they take a picture with me, it's just like it just brings me back, it just gets me excited. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, when I went into the Cardinal game, and I wasn't sitting close. I wish I could, but I just wanted to be there with the fans and celebrate and stuff. But even though in that section that I was up there, and me and Lou Bird went up there, and I looked up into the Raptors and all that, and everybody started getting up. They got excited, and I was kind of doing like the Hulk Hogan thing, like what's up, and it was just awesome. Let me tell you, like, I never expected that. Um, but like Philly sports trips, shout out to Vince, like everything that's coming the Birdman's way, like this little empire, this little structure that I've made, it's just awesome. And believe me, I got a lot of haters that hate on me, that can't stand me. They think what I'm doing is absolutely ridiculous. You can look at the comments and stuff. They try to hate and say all this stuff, but even though you could hate all you want, but with my friends and family that tell me to not listen to them and don't stop what you're doing, they're the ones that keep pushing me. And then when I meet these new fans, request me on Instagram and this and that, and we taught me, I sending the pictures and tagging me. That's epic, man. Talk about how you are in Arizona. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Oh, that was big fun. It was mad fun there. I wish I was born and raised in Philadelphia. You are more than welcome to my family. Thanks, Big Jim. That means a lot, brother. Like, honestly, like that doesn't go like that means a lot. That and you're not the only one that's told me that, and I appreciate it, because like, believe me, man, I like these birds, like the family that I put the kids when they were born. I had them in their Eagles gear already. Being in Cali, nothing but Raiders, Chargers, Niners all around you. Nope, I love Philly, right? There's a lot of us born in LA area that love the birds. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. You got it. But yeah, dude, like, we kind of stumbled upon. Make sure you guys go check the Birdman_951 on TikTok. Go look at the videos. We're doing the wrestling bit, and it's just cool. It started off as just a little joke thing. Now I got all these NFL fans doing it and stuff like that. It's cool, man. Like, to be a part of something that started off as just a joke. It's just awesome, man. And I don't know where this goes. I don't know how high it goes or whatever, but I'm going to just do my best for the moment, the time being. It's hard to do a 9 to 5 and also make content, and also, being on TikTok, learning algorithms, learning the hashtags, learning this, protecting your names and this and that. People are out to get you. They want to shut down your TikTok. They try to look for trigger words. They try to do this and that. They try to shut you down because they don't want you to get no fame. They don't want you to take nothing. So it's very hard, guys. It's very tough to do what you love, and you have this passion. But with everybody that's supporting me, I just got to keep going. I have to keep doing it and to see where this goes. Maybe this leads to something. And I apologize that I'm not on YouTube as much as I want to be, but it's because I'm just getting out late at work. I'm trying to spend time with the fam as much as I can. That time is cut short because they just want you to be out at work all day, and it sucks, but we all have to work. But who knows, maybe one day I won't have to work as hard, and I could spend more time doing, like, making content and stuff like that, like like Lord Brunson and Philly 500, Joey Shakes. But like even Desert Eagle, he had the numbers and everything, but he also has to provide for his family. Shout out to him. Hey, what's up, Sam? How you been, brother? I haven't been a minute, man. Yeah, I can't wait to play the Titans. That's gonna be cool. Can't wait for that game. Can you name any of the LA area Eagles bars? The Greyhound is gone. Garage is far out west. Where exactly? Like, how are you? Like Are you like in the downtown area, or how far are you from the LA? The only ones. Some guys were telling me about this new. I don't know. I don't want to say new, but there's a bar. I should forget. I gotta find this guy, but I know that there's this new bar. It's this Eagles bar, but I don't know what they called it. The only other one that I know is in the Harp Inn, but that's by Swoop Nation, Robert down there. But that's more in Orange County. Oh, you're in La Puente, yeah. So, well, you could hang out too when we do something. I don't know if you're on the West Coasting Birds Facebook. I don't know if you have Facebook, but you could like DM me. Sometimes we do small events at Lou Bird's house. He loves the barbecue. Shout out, chef. And oh, let's see some. I missed the Greyhound so much. There's that one's in Santa Monica. So from La Puente to Santa Monica, that's not a bad drive. That's probably 45 minute drive depending on the traffic. But yeah, that's a good spot. Um, and I can't wait for next year. Shout out to Brew Fighters. What's up, man? There's also a tavern in downtown El Segundo. Do you know what it's called by any chance? Oh wait, it's the tavern. The tavern downtown El Segundo. Okay. Have you been there? Yeah, when I was man, Santa Monica, when it was the year of the Super Bowl run in 17, there's this oh yeah, the Whaler in Santa Monica. That's like probably like a mile away from what is it called? Tania's. That's Chef Nick's bar right there, and they make the Philly subs right there, pretty bomb. Oh yeah, that's another one. SoCal Family, Stage 21. That's another one. Good memory. I can't. And we're probably gonna go out there. We'll announce. Probably do another trip for that one. With SoCal, that was a fun trip. Have you ever traveled to Philly? Yes, I have. I was there when they dropped the banner. I was there with the 4th and John tailgate, and they burned the jersey. I don't know if you remember, but there was a Giants fan called the license plate guy, and he had a 0 Super Bowls jersey, which was like the front was Giants and the back was Eagles, and it said Super Bowl 0. And I couldn't stand that dude. That dude, oh man, I couldn't stand it. And he used to go to the games and stuff. And we burned the jersey. We raised enough money and then went to a charity. But I was there. They had like the firefighter guy to I'm in wherever you're in Los Angeles. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I was there. We burnt the jersey, and it was like very surreal for me. When I got off the plane, I always make the joke, and I see the Philadelphians, and then I was like, I felt like that scene where on Coming to America when Eddie Murphy says real Americans. He's like real Americans, and then I was just like, look, real Philadelphians. So I was like a little geek in there, just I went into Lids or something, and it's just like all these Philly hats. I was like, damn, I wish I could buy all these Philly hats. And then just being out there, shout out to Yee. And we kicked it. I stayed at his hotel. It was just amazing. Shout out to 4th and John, Gail, E, Prime, all the guys. And those are my dudes. They've supported me since day one, and vice versa. I supported them, and I once I got into the stadium, and I wasn't like the Birdman yet. I wasn't in no costume. I just plain old me, and but once Brian Dawkins came out and was giving the speech and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got like a little emotional because I wanted my wife to be there with me and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, I was just like overwhelmed that to see everybody, and then the banner dropped and everything, and it just like it meant so much to me like that day. And I can't wait to go back. Maybe I might go to the Green Bay game, but it is definitely worth it. You have to go to Philly if you're a fan over here. You have to get there. And most everybody that I talk with, they have been to Philly. Like Sean, Sandy, they got their own bar in Modesto. They're always traveling. And maybe as I get older, the kids get older, I could do more traveling and stuff. But right now, my wife's supporting me. She knows that I'm trying to make my brand and get out there. So but also I have to make sure that the finances are allowing to go. And I met shout out to like the Minshew guy that dresses up, and Iziri, all the fans, man. It's just like when we get together, dude. It's so epic, bro. Like if you're a Philly fan and you all hang out together, or we all go to game together, like when we play LA, just get out there, go do the events, let's hang out and celebrate. And it's not that. One thing that I will say is that it's not so much. Don't take football so much to the heart where it breaks your spirit to just go out and hang out with friends and all that. Even if the team is not doing, we're not guaranteed to be good every year. Right now, we're enjoying this, and we're just along for the ride. Like I have not been a part of a 6-0 team like Eagles. I have not been part of that, and just like I said, just enjoy it, and enjoy the camaraderie. Like I don't know if I said that right, but enjoy that, and just it means a lot, bro. Like it just like words don't explain like the joy of just seeing somebody you haven't seen in a long time, and hey man, you get that hug in, and you share a drink, and you're watching the game, just so excited and everything. It's like it's so real. Like it's funny because I turn my wife into this, like she gets emotional now. Like not emotional, but she really wants to win. We're both getting nervous at the Arizona game and stuff. Like that's how like she's like really really into football, and like beating the Cowboys. Like we didn't want to hear it from the Cowboy fans. That's why it's like it was good we got rid of that little curse, and got Jalen couldn't do it and stuff. I know they're still gonna say, oh, it was a backup quarterback, whatever, but I don't care. They're not gonna erase the dub. They're not gonna say, well, you don't have a dub because it wasn't Dak Prescott. The dub is in the category. There's nothing you can do about it. Let's see. Oh, bro, when you do it, bro, and do it all, man. Try to do the tour, everything, man. Do it big, bro. You won't regret it. I always like a family when. Yep, this is facts, right? This is the facts right there. Same here. I pretty much converted my. That's cool. I love it. I'm gonna end it. I was only supposed to go an hour, but I did that little show. But thank you, everybody. Make sure you guys go check me out on the social media platforms. I'm working really hard for that content and everything. Go check out the videos. Support me. Leave a comment if you can. It really helps me, and it's just growing the brand. We won the Super Bowl with the backup. Fact. That's what I've been trying to say. Don't give me the backup thing. This is just a regular game. There was no implications in that. Wasn't even a playoff game. So I don't want to hear it because you guys beat the Rams. You didn't say nothing then. But they hate us right now. We on top, the champs right now. The champs of the NFC East currently. All right. One more comment. Let's see who's going. Whoops. I'll spread the word. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Where am I at? All right, guys. Have a good night. Love y'all. Hit that like for your boy one time. Birdman is out. Peace.